a core difference between the religious worldview and the so-called rational secular worldview was that religion believed that the things around us, the world around us, the rain, the tides, the earthquakes, the hurricanes were specifically reacting to man, that the world exists for mankind, and that it is closely responsive to mankind. If you were a pagan, well, then you believe that perhaps that the rain embodied a natural force and there was a particular deity to be appeased there. If you're a religious person, say you were Jewish or Christian, you believe that God was watchful and that a natural disaster was a message from God, a punishment, a rebuke, or something. Of course, the rational secular worldview was that we were the subject of these natural forces that had no regard for man, that would continue on the same exact way if man was not here. The funny thing that happened to this elimination of man as the center of the universe was that environmentalism restored man right back as the center of the universe. Is there a hurricane? Well, it's caused by global warming, which is caused by man. Are there wildfires in Maui? Well, it's caused by climate change or global warming, or the UN-approved term now, global boiling, which is once again caused by man. Everything that happens is homocentric. It is caused by the activities of man. We are being punished by an angry nature. We're the virus that is being stamped out by the natural world. And it is funny, of course, to see the discarding of any kind of rational, purely materialistic framework for this highly moralistic secular climate cult, which I think is a fair description of it, which believes that there is a semi-intelligent planet, a Gaia, that reacts to what we are doing, despite the fact that if you actually take a rational scientific approach, the scale of the planet, the disproportionate contrast between the scale of the planet and the scale of human civilization is so absurd that it is beyond ridiculous to suggest that anything we do, let alone, whether we are getting paper or plastic, or we're driving an electric car or a hybrid or an old-fashioned car with decent gas mileage, is making any kind of meaningful impact there. But of course, the climate cult is not actually rational. It just claims to be rational. What it actually is a pseudo-religious framework, one in which humanity is both a god and a devil, one which is capable of fundamentally transforming the world, which is, transforming the world all around us. And of course, the absurdity of this is that, is the weather hot? You caused that. Is the weather too cold? You caused that. Are there wildfires? You caused that. Are there forest fires? You caused that. Is there a hurricane? Is there a tornado? Is there anything? Well, you caused that. Nothing happens in this world. Certainly no weather phenomenon happens. The sea does not rise. The sea does not fall. Icebergs do not melt. All of it is caused by you. It is man, and specifically you, who are the agent, who are capable of saving or damning the world. This is absolutely a climate cult, and it depends on this idea that the weather is actually an animate force that is directly responding to human moral activity. If we behave morally, then the weather will be nice to us. If we behave immorally, then Gaia will be angry and the weather will lash out at us. The left wants us to be afraid of the weather, wants us to view the weather as this kind of pseudo-religious force, as a response to our activities. If we're going to do that, well, there is a rich tradition or heritage of Judeo-Christian beliefs and other beliefs that will actually say that. If we're going to believe that the weather is responding to our behavior, that the hurricanes and the wildfires happen because we are not behaving the way we should, well, we could just go back to classic traditional religion, which is thousands of years behind it, as opposed to a climate cult, which has a bunch of bumper stickers and hashtags and people who are bored. If we're going to do religion, if we're going to believe that the wildfires and the hurricanes and the earthquakes are a response to human behavior, let's do it the right way and go back to an actual religion. Thank you for listening.